Oh, it's loading.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
It's on?
Yep.
All right, this is our after action review.
Oh, so what was supposed to happen is, as a group, we were supposed to come up with the EBT of 250,000, and to do this, we just made a plan to increase the prices for Alley Cat in June by only 50 cents, and then increase the production for Taj Mahal when we needed it, and then while keeping the prices the same as the entire simulation for Taj Mahal and Edgar.
So what ended up actually happening was we had went into the simulation expecting to not have to change the price of Alley Cat until around June or late, more close to summer. But Alley Cat had a lot higher demand than expected, as you can see in this chart right here. Spiked really down in March and May, way more than we were expecting. And we had also planned on paying off the loan for the fifth fermenter before May, but we ended up not doing it in time, and it took out one of those emergency loans during the first week of May. But it ended up helping us out actually with a higher EBT in the end, and luckily we were able to pay them both off really soon. We had go back. We had also expected to have like an exact inventory where we were pretty low on everything towards the end of December, but we ended up having a lot of access, Taj Mahal and Alley Cat. So we just used Edgar since it's the lowest to produce, the cheapest to produce, and we just ended up producing a lot of that towards October.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The demand for Alley Cat was a lot different than the simulation. This is the fact. We changed our plan very early in the simulation due to the realization that we have a loan. We raised the price of Edgar when we did not plan to do so, and we also raised the price of Alley Cat by $1 rather than 50 cents.
So for our opinions, we didn't know that there was a loan, so that affected the outcome of our simulation. Being in the simulation in real time added emotion to the decisions being made. Why was there a difference? So the reason why there's a difference in the actual simulation in comparison to the spreadsheet was mainly because we didn't take into consideration paying off the loan needed for the fifth fermenter. However, there were a few other reasons. Number one, we made the assumption that we could put in exact data. For example, in our spreadsheet, we created exact amounts of production orders for Alley Cat and Taj Mahal. When in the real simulation, we can only produce in quantities of 4 to 5, depending on the amount of fermenters. Number two, we expected the demand for Alley Cat to be consistent with what the spreadsheet suggested, but that was not the case. The demand was different than what we expected, and the customers responded differently to the price changes that we made. Number three, the prices were able to move a lot more largely without hurting our margins as much as it does in the spreadsheet. And number four, in the moment, we made changes to our execution of the plan.
And then what can we learn? So we learned that the spreadsheet cannot be followed exactly, and that we have to be a lot more adaptable and prepared for things that won't go according to plan. And things can change on the spot, and we cannot always rely on our past data 100% to expect what will always happen in the future.